Hey, Sugarfoot babies, what is up? Happy freaking Tuesday. So, channel message time, okay? So, this message is from the Ascended Masters to the High Priestess, aka you, boo boo, okay? They want to talk about your strength and your courage through the unaliving plot that you have been going through, okay? So, if this sounds like you, I'm going to break down these numbers as usual. If you don't want to listen through that process, I'll try and remember to put the number down below in which you can hop into this full message, okay? So this message came through on 4/7/26 at 2:39, 86%, okay? So the number 4, the Emperor, aka the authorities. The number 7, the Chariot, the authorities actually on their way, okay? Number 26 broke down to number 2, the High Priestess, aka you, boo-boo. And the number 6, which is that Lover's card, which speaks about that hit that was placed on you. It was 111 as I said that, okay? 239, okay? So this is your energy. The number 2, the High Priestess. The number 3, the Empress, okay? And the number 9 is the Hermit card, which is where you've been in a very, very deep state of isolation, okay? So let's get into this message, okay? Hang on. Okay, Sugarfoots. It was 1:44 when the dog started barking, and I'm just going to tell y'all what happened because it definitely goes along with what the fuck we've been talking about, right? Okay, or what we're about to discuss now that I've been talking about forever and that we've been dealing with, right? So, my dogs were barking, okay? So, normally when they're barking, it's just because there's somebody going down the road, okay? Well, that wasn't the case this fucking time. As y'all... If you don't know, my last video with footprints, okay, I'm a TI, okay, so there were people in my driveway just now, okay, in a maroon, what looked like a Mitsubishi, okay, I've got pictures of the car, but the motherfucker was out in my yard. I don't know what he was doing because I couldn't see and I wasn't going fucking out there, right? All I see is when I look out the window is him getting back into the car. And then he sat there for a little while. And then he backs out toward the bottom of our driveway. And he sits there for a little while longer while I take more pictures. And pulls out and goes towards the interstate. So... with that being said, let's get into this message 313. The first thing that I saw was a sumo wrestler, okay, and that came through at 2:42. I looked up on Google and saw that sumo wrestling is rooted in Shinto, okay, which is a Japanese culture of nature revering spirituality, okay? That was hard for me to say. That focuses on ritual purity and harmony instead of strict doctrine, okay? So you're someone who resonates with nature, okay? With natural healing remedies as well. And then I heard the word sage, okay? And then I saw the sage card and the Otherworld deck, okay? So what this card says is it's a feminine energy, okay? 407 is all looked up. The sage communicates with Mother Earth and her allies and embodies a grandmother figure, so you could be a grandmother. Honesty, compassion, and authenticity blend with her and guide every word and action. Committed seekers eventually find comfort in her calm and blunt presence as she weaves a tapestry of wisdom. The origin of her communication is rooted in the mystical language of nature, okay? Her loving relationship with nature is the key to deeper understanding of the ancient knowledge, okay? When she chooses to touch someone, their soul remembers. And when the world embraces the healing power of truth and compassion. Okay. So you are that sage energy. Native American ancestry could be significant for you as well. Okay, and that came through at 246, 81%. And then I also heard that you spent past lives in several as several different races, okay, in order to gain as much spiritual knowledge as you could, okay. So not only are you a naturalist, you're a healer, okay? And then I heard healer of the ages. Next thing that I heard was the name Fidel Castro. I was like, Spirit, what do you, okay, what? And that came through at 252, okay? So Fidel Castro was the last communist leader of our time, okay? Fidel was both hated and revered. Excuse me, and this is your energy, okay? People love to hate you and hate to love you, okay? But you know, you're not a communist, rather someone here to impart change in our world, okay? And then I heard blueprint holder for New Earth, 614615, as I said that. Your creation in your own life creates change around you. And then I saw a raindrop that hit a pond and, you know, it rippled out, okay? So your energy has that same effect. Whether you understand that or you don't, that's exactly what's happening here, okay? So the next thing that I heard were the lyrics, something in the way, something in the way, yeah. Okay, that's Nirvana's Something in the Way. So this song is about, you know, homelessness, isolation, being in poverty, and also dealing with mental torment, okay? That came through at 303, 71%. And then I heard extreme isolation, 717 on the timer, okay? So you are someone who has been in an extended period of isolation, okay? With this Hermit card, like you've been here for fucking ever and you're over it, right? Okay. But you're also someone who has been through homelessness, okay? Or you are experiencing that as we speak, okay? You're someone who hasn't had the finances, okay, that you need in order to get where you are supposed to be going, okay? But you're also someone who has a very strong bond with the Most High. You realize what you have endured has only set you up for stability, okay? The stability that you never, ever have had, okay? And once you receive the gift that God has for you, 818, as I say this, okay, you will never again face any of these things. In fact, you will be blessed in order to be a blessing to the others around you, okay? And you will touch very, very many people's lives, okay? That came through at 311. It's 838, 70%. 737 on my time now, okay? Next thing that I heard is this song, The Circle of Life from The Lion King. So Lion King could be significant for you, or Leo's could be significant for you. But the lyrics are, it's a circle of life and it moves us all through despair and hope, through faith and love, till we find our place on the path unwinding in the circle of life, okay, 909. You are someone who has stayed the path of faith and love and of hope and strength, okay? And now you will be in the energy of full and total restoration in the Lord, okay? That came through at 318, which breaks down to 21, and that is the World card here, okay? Showing that completion. The old cycles, excuse me, have closed and things have come full circle for you, boo-boo, okay? And that came at 321, okay? So let's go on to that next part.